Good morning, everybody. Sorry about the delay. Just sometimes it's a Monday, right? So today was a Monday, and things just happened a little bit out of order and out of sync and everything else like that. But I am here now, and let me just hold on a sec. Let me make sure that I can see when people are talking back to me. Sometimes you don't care if they talk back, and sometimes you don't want them to talk back. This is one of those times. No. Listen, my name is Andy, and I'm excited to talk to you this morning about what motivates you. You didn't get to see my cover. Let me throw it on here real quick. All right, there I am. So, what motivates you? Fear of loss or thought of gain? So, sometimes it's funny because I'm thinking back when I was a young man, younger than when I was a kid, when I was still under my mom's roof. I had different things that motivated me. One was not fear of loss, but fear of gaining them sandals upon my backside. Oh my goodness. Mom would grab anything she could, and it was usually, when we were really young, it was usually her golden slipper with the pointy toe. Remember those? But let me tell you, I'm okay because she applied hands-on correction. There we go. As needed. And some of us needed it more than others of us. There were 4 of us kids. So anyway, it was funny. But let me tell you, I grew up okay. I'm all right. I'm not a serial killer. I do cereal eat sometimes, or eat cereal. No, that's not true. I used to eat cereal a lot. But anyway. Oh my goodness, too much fun. Okay, so listen. Let's get serious about this. What motivates you, fear of loss or thought of gain? You saw the picture with the puppies, right? Because let me tell you, if you've ever messed with a dog and then had another dog, if you put a bowl of food down and he sniffs his nose up at it, he don't care. Introduce another dog into the equation and oh my gosh, the fight is on. Not because he wants that food in the bowl, but because he's afraid that the other dog's going to get it and then he's going to lose out. That's a classic example of fear of loss. Thought of gain. Some people are motivated because of what will be a positive reward for them for whatever their motivation is, whatever their goal is. I'll give you some examples. You may have heard my story, especially on the video last night. I talked about a doctor told me that I was overweight and whatever. And at the time, I'm thinking, okay, whatever, I'm overweight, whatever, Well, it didn't register with me that was a serious problem. So I didn't care. It wasn't a thought of gain or a fear of loss. But then as I got older, then the fear of loss was that I may not be as healthy and live healthily for my family. Whether I'm talking about my beautiful wife or our kids or now the grandkids. And I got to tell you that probably the biggest thing pushing me to be better, to become a better me, is to be able to know that I'll have quality years to watch the grandgirls grow up and whatever other grandkids we get in the future. So to be able to have that quality time with them is I guess it could be either way. Not being able to run and play with them, that's a fear of loss. To be able to have the quality time with them and watch them grow up, that's a thought of gain. So what motivates you and why do I care? Well, I actually found a study that you guys might thought was kind of funny. Hold on, let me get to this. All right. I couldn't tell you, this guy's a neuromarketer. And he did this little thing. If I gave you a $50 bill with the following 2 choices, what would you do? Keep 30, gamble with the 50-50 chance of keeping or losing the whole 50. So, an experimenter took those 2 questions and he reworded it a few ways and said, if he said it that way, keep 30 and then gamble with a possibility of losing the remaining, that people were 62% less likely to do anything with the money. I mean, they would just keep the whole 50. Or if he changed the wording and said, instead of losing 20, he reworded it, said lose 20, gamble with a 50-50 chance of keeping or losing the whole 50. So remember, the first one said keep 30, and the second said lose 20. And they found out because people were more likely to gain something that they would keep the 30. But because he said lose 20 on it's still the same thing. Anyway, so it just depends on what kind of personality you have or something like that. Some of us are worriers, and we think that we're going to lose anything and everything just because of the fact that we're worriers. Others of us are opportunists, or have glass half full kind of thing, or get a full glass, or fill the glass up, whatever. So your question becomes, or maybe the reason you care about this, is to find out what motivates you to start putting those things into your head, so that you know that in order for you to grow or gain, to grow or gain or do better or whatever, that you place yourself in that area that you are going to be positively influenced by, whichever it is, the fear of loss or the thought of gain. So this is Happy Labor Day, Monday. So happy Labor Day to you. This great nation of ours was built on the labor of our predecessors, of our ancestors, that have done such an amazing job building this country, right? So as you're thinking about this and you're taking the day off, whether you're going to have a smoking barbecue cookout, or if you're heading to the lake, or whatever it is, if you need to just relax, and maybe you're vegging on the couch watching a video or something, or reading a book, or whatever it is, man, have a good time with that. Be safe and be blessed. I had a chance this morning to get out and do some rucking. I do rucking most of the time anyway, but today I actually went a little bit longer than normal. I went 5.38 miles or something like that. Changed my route up, and I'm all about changing it up a little bit. That way my body doesn't get used to hitting the hills at a certain time or anything like that. And there's psychological stuff about that, and scientific studies about changing it up and whatever. All I know is a change of scenery is a good thing sometimes, right? Anyway, all right. So listen, I'm keeping it short today. Got my drink. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. Today I'm drinking watermelon kiwi, or kiwi watermelon, because it's a good thing to have. Do you like watermelon? Oh, that is good stuff. Anyway, okay, tomorrow is Tech Tuesday, and I'm going to do a little bit different tomorrow. Me and a friend of mine are going out to 2 different places to improve their wireless access throughout the house. One is a ranch house that's actually a home office kind of thing, and they need to be able to have access for their cameras and for some of the ranching aspects of their business. And also because the grandkids need to be able to do some of their homework, schoolwork, while at the house. So we are putting in a wireless access point that will extend off of their router and give them better wireless coverage throughout their house. Another one is a similar situation in that they have a wireless router and gateway, and then we're going to do the same thing with them and put an access point centrally located to the house that's going to give them more access throughout the house, and specifically for an aging relative who needs to be able to, doesn't need to be, but really needs to be able to do some video streaming in a way off area of the house that normally doesn't get coverage. So we're going to take care of both of those tomorrow. So I may be able to do some live streaming in those locations, just to kind of give you an idea what we do. So that's tomorrow for Tech Tuesday. And hopefully we do that pretty close to 12:15 so you guys can check it out. All right, that's enough for today. Listen, I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Of course, you know to contact me if you want any of my good tech stuff. Also, somebody asked me the other day, Andy, how are you losing weight? I have 6 things that I take care of every day that help me lose weight. So if you want those 6 steps in a little PDF that I've got, I'd be happy to get that to you too. That's enough for today. I hope you have a fantastic Labor Day. If you are off today, please enjoy it. If you're working today, I'm sorry. You see me here at the office, and I'm about to go do an assessment at another location for wireless coverage. So if we're working, it's okay. We're laboring, and we're gonna be able to take a little bit of time this evening, right? All right. Be blessed. Have a fantastic afternoon. If there's anything I can do for you, send me a message, give me a call, anything like that, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. We are going to get to listen to Look At You Now on the way out. All right. See you later.